Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Mallory and I am a military wife who used to live in Germany. Welcome back. If you are already subscribed to my channel, if you are a first-time watcher of my channel, thank you for clicking on this video. I invite you to hit the subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any more of my videos. My husband and I lived in Germany for 2 years. We don't live there anymore, but I still get questions about life in Germany. So this is the third video in my FAQ series about life in Germany, just addressing questions that I've gotten over the past few years about life in Germany that maybe I didn't address in the videos I've done previously. So if you want to find those other FAQs, I will have the playlist linked in the cards and down below, but this video is about the actual shipping and moving process to Germany. So let's get started. The first question that I have from somebody is, what company did you use to ship the car? I actually can't answer that because I don't know the actual company, because the military takes care of that for one personally owned vehicle. So they will ship one POV over to Germany for free. If you have a second car that you want to bring, or a motorcycle or something like that, then that is on you. You have to pay for that, but we only brought one, so I can only speak to that. Basically, you're going to find the closest VPC to you. So that's a vehicle processing center that is run by the military, or they coordinate, with the military, and you just bring your vehicle there. And you have to, I did a whole video about how to move your car to Germany, so make sure to check out that video. I actually got feedback from somebody who works at a VPC and said everything in there was very accurate, so you can go check that out. The second question is, will they only ship household goods? So I assume maybe this person is asking, like, do they not ship your car for you? So the answer is, refer to the first one. Yes, they do ship one vehicle, but then they ship all of your household goods as well. There are restrictions on what you can bring overseas. For example, to Germany, generally speaking, you don't bring your firearms. There's like, you can, but it's like nobody does it because it's just not a very easy process. So it's easier just to leave your firearms, with a trusted family or friend when you come to Germany. As far as shipping your actual goods, your household goods over to Germany goes, you can split them into 2 shipments. So you have your main bulk of your items. So that's called HHG, or household goods, your furniture, just everything. And then you can have what is, some people call it an express shipment, but I don't like using that term. Technically, it's called UAB, unaccompanied baggage. And so theoretically, these are things that you would like to have before all of your stuff comes, or things that you want to hold back, like after your main stuff goes. You can't ship furniture in UAB, but you can ship things like clothing, pots and pans, plates, stuff like that. So things that would make life a little easier and better while you wait for all of your household goods to arrive. However, something to be aware of that I was not aware of at the time is that UAB actually comes over via Space A, so space available on an Air Force flight. So our UAB ended up sitting in an Air Force base for quite a while, and we actually got our household goods before UAB. It wasn't that much before it, but we didn't have UAB like to kind of tide us over until the rest of our stuff came. So just keep that in mind. It depends on like when you're moving. We moved our stuff like near Christmas time, so that probably had something to do with it. But you can separate your goods that way. Coming back from Germany, we did not do that. We just sent everything in one household goods shipment. All right, another question is, how many bags did you bring on the flight to Germany? Baggage allowances depend on who you're flying with. So if you're flying with Patriot Express, which is the normal thing that happens unless you have an exception to policy, Patriot Express allows 2 checked bags per person up to 70 pounds each. You can have overage of up to 2 more bags. Anything over 50 pounds for those is considered overweight. Also, any bags over 70 pounds, like any of your 2 allowed bags, if they're over 70 pounds, that is considered 2 pieces of luggage. So I think I really did have like more than 4 checked pieces, because one of mine was like 93 pounds. And you're not allowed to go over 100 pounds, just FYI. Again, just double check on that, but that's what happened to me. And you know, they didn't turn me away for all of my extra baggage. If you have extra baggage over that 2 pieces of 70 pounds, you will have to pay for it out of pocket at the Patriot Express check-in area. However, keep your ticket, do not lose it. Take a picture, that's what the person at the counter said, just in case. But you will use that ticket to submit to finance in order to get reimbursed for those bags. If you lose it or don't take a picture and you lose your ticket, you will not get reimbursed. If you're flying commercial, like if you get an acceptance policy, like maybe there were no dog spot, pet cargo on the flight for PE, see my video on that. You can get an acceptance policy to fly commercial, and I'm sure there's other reasons as well. We flew United coming back from Germany to the US. So we were allowed up to 5 bags per person, up to 100 pounds each. So I think we brought 9 between the 2 of us, 9 checked bags. So just check with your airline, whoever you're flying with, but those are the general guidelines. And of course, carry-ons are normal. You can have the one regular, one carry-on luggage that can fit in the overhead bin, and then 1 personal item like a purse or something. Also, don't be surprised with regards to carry-ons. If they weigh it, they will weigh it on PE, because they're trying to get the total weight of the flight. All right, another question was, how easy was it to travel with PE? Was it space A, like space available, or was it a ticketed flight through the travel office? So let's answer the second question first. Yes, it was a ticketed flight through the travel office, or if you're at Fort Bragg, we went through Port Call for some reason, like not the travel office, I don't know. But basically it's normally going to be through the travel office. But yes, it's a ticketed flight, you have a seat, it's not space A, so you don't have to worry about that. As far as traveling with PE and the ease of it, I had a really easy time. I flew alone. Well, we had our dog. I had our dog, but my husband was already in Germany, so he didn't actually fly on PE. He's actually not flown on PE because he flew commercial over because it was like a last minute thing. Anyway, so I was alone. I didn't have my husband with me. So I found it very easy and straightforward. My biggest piece of advice with regards to things going smoothly and easily is to be prepared. Make a PCS binder, and I actually have binder sheets, like organizational sheets, to help you make your PCS binder on my Etsy shop. So I'll link that below. They're very cheap and it will just help you create that binder. So I highly, highly recommend having a physical binder with all of your pertinent information in it. And that'll make it so much easier when you get to the counter with Patriot Express to check in and do all this stuff. So things you will need: military ID, obviously, your passport. Military dependents will need their no-fee passport at the very least. It's advisable to get your travel passport as well, which is the one that like you personally pay for before going to Germany, just because you're going to want to travel and all of that. So, but at least have your no-fee passport ready to go with that stamp in there. The what is it called? What is that stamp called? SOFA stamp. That's what I'm thinking of, because your no-fee passport is going to have that SOFA stamp, status of forces agreement. It's basically like a visa allowing you to come and go from Germany, you know, like you had a visa. If you have a pet, you're going to need their USDA health certificate to show the people at the counter. Of course, you'll need your official orders and any amendments that you needed for those orders. That's not an exhaustive list. That's just everything I came up off the top of my head, but your life will be so much harder if you are not prepared and you're scrambling. Also, know your approximate weight, because they will ask you that. Totally didn't realize that they would ask me that, but they were kind of like pre-checking people in line because it was really long. And the lady was like, how much do you weigh? And I was like, oh, but I figured that they, again, like just weighing the carry-on, with wearing the carry-ons, they're trying to get the approximate weight of the flight, just because like everyone had overage bags and it's going to be a really heavy flight. So they want to make sure that the plane is not too heavy. So be prepared for that question too. All right, you guys, so if you want to see the actual moving process going to Germany, like real life, on the ground, raw, just real life going to Germany, I do have 2 videos of filming myself in the process, the actual like getting the stuff taken, you know, the movers coming, to going to the airport and all of that. So I go into more detail on this topic. So if you have not seen those, make sure to check those out. I will have them both linked in the description box below. And for clarification, part 2 of our PCS to Germany has more. I also added like a sit down part of the video in hindsight, you know, like after we were in Germany, going over everything that I didn't really detail in the actual like vlog part of the video. So if you want like more of this kind of question and answer thing, go check out part 2 especially. All right, so that is it for this Q&A video. I have at least one more FAQ video coming out soon. You don't want to miss that. So again, make sure to subscribe. I know most of you who watch my videos are not subscribed, so it just takes 1 second to click that little button down there. Hit the thumbs up if you found this video useful, so that other people who are moving to Germany can find this too. And in the meantime, you guys take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.